After tumultuous visits to NATO and the UK, President Donald Trump heads to Helsinki, Finland, for Monday's much-anticipated meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin.
I said I'm going to a few hotspots. We have NATO, then we have the UK, and then we have Putin. And I said Putin may be the easiest of them all.
The seaside capital of Finland, Helsinki, has a long history of hosting high-level diplomatic meetings. In years past, the country serving as a gateway between the communist East and the West.
It's a perfectly good location for them to meet. The real question is, will Donald Trump give a lot of concessions to Vladimir Putin without getting a lot in return?
We'll be talking to President Putin about a number of things.
Trump outlining his agenda for the meeting, including Ukraine, Syria, and nuclear arms control.
We are massively big, and they are very big. And I'll be talking about nuclear proliferation. That would be a great thing if we could do.
Nuclear arms control is the one place where the U.S. and Russia are the two great powers. And so the Russians should want this, the U.S. should want this, and I hope the two leaders will commit to renewed dialogue on arms control.
I'll be looking at Helsinki for a couple of things. One, do they focus on some ways to bring things together? Do they produce a fair deal? Is it clearly in U.S. interests? Do they touch on the major problems between us of most salience? Those are the strategic nuclear questions. Can they get through with the INF Treaty in a set of relationships there which won't undermine the treaty and put us back to an arms race in intermediate nuclear forces?
Trump says a formal one-on-one with Putin could ease tensions in the US-Russia relationship. But plans for such a meeting had been delayed amid the FBI and congressional probes into whether Trump's presidential campaign aides coordinated with Russia to help Trump win the election.
Every move he makes with respect to Russia is seen in the context of the Russian interference in the 2016 presidential election in the United States, and also seen in the context of questions regarding collusion between the Trump campaign and the Russians, and so that makes it a tricky dynamic for him.
Trump has dismissed investigations as a witch hunt and repeatedly cast doubt on the US intelligence community's assessment that Russia tried to help him get elected. Tracy Brown, Associated Press.